Hey everyone, and welcome back to Comic Studio once again. In the previous video, we have already checked out literally Emma YouTube's Cookie Run Comic Studio, and probably that could be the next video for around here is actually this. That today we're going to be reviewing for some two underrated Cookie Run comic studios around here. The next video could be for around more cookie runs and Sonic around here for anything around here like this. I couldn't able to be checking around here for the chance as well because we're absolutely experiencing computer problems outside instead of like anything for itself. Because right now it's already too late since we passed October 14, and which is absolutely sounds like the bad news as well. We wouldn't able to be repairing for my computer like this thing anyway, and especially it will go rotten as well. That I only have to do is go for a waste. I'm not probably sure that my computer is going to die, but even that does not gonna be make any sense, but it will going to make sense in the future. So, anyways, that probably that we heard around of this Roblox update that kept me shocked me to do this as well. This is absolutely going to be shocking updates for the entire Roblox game or the platform that keeping for multiple players are getting banned around here. If you're going to be signing in of this account that required an age verification or uploading a game that requires an illegal age verification or something but not verification, this allows you to show your illegal information about this thing as well. We already talked about here about something else like your government idea or some kind of driver's license or bank accounts, even passports as well. And well, that was everything you need to know about Roblox because this could actually everything change around here for 2026. But even though that Grand Theft Auto Online servers might come to a close in October by the same year since Windows 10 support has officially ended, but we're pretty sure this is absolutely will be anything make sense as well for the Grand Theft Auto Online or Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, I'm probably sure that we'll be seeing this for the last time. They're just moving all over to do this for animations and stuff to do. Well, that was pretty for a great impact for one of their independable YouTubers and even viewers from around the world. They may no longer able to be making for some of the kinds of channels as well because due to itself for showing the illegal informations about themselves because due to the privacy violation for this time, I may be surprised that could be absolutely real of their backlash of Roblox and YouTube and even social media ban on Australia. Thankfully, that was everything for today, but this is not the end of this video that I probably showing this. Now let's begin with the super legendary Cookies Comic Studio. I wonder that wasn't going to be look like that. If it's absolutely scary for some sort of like this, let's show up some spoilers. And it was owned by this friend, could be made by them as well. So it was made by Dazed Starlight. We wouldn't absolutely seeing their profile from anything from above. So we definitely seeing Werewolf Cookies Comic Studio, and not like anything around here, but even for this, it was kind of since back in a year ago. The final post of this thing, like the Monster Go Go comic studio, I definitely never probably seeing this thing as anyways. So, this is absolutely the last post by anything around here since it never have already started around here for this in a long time. We couldn't believe it. So, one of these characters like Monster Go Go Go, it was probably like Ephemerant grape cookie, melted choco cookie, cola cookie. I'm not sure. This is absolutely green tea, melted green tea choco cookie, the cola cookie, black pepper cookie, even this, and room cookie for another one for some sort of like the Monster Go 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 for this time. So he definitely turns into a vampire cookie when we definitely sing zombie cookie, devil cookie, werewolf cookie, and the pirate cookie even for this one. So two villains were Shadow Milk and Mystic Opal or Mystic Flower. But even though for other kinds of allies like onion, blackberry, squid drib cookie around here or squid ink, cream unicorn, pastel marguerite, currant cream, pumpkin pie cookie, and there's icicle yeti and icicle yeti as well. Probably we never think, and it's right next to Cloud Haiti. So that was not anything that before like this one. But I definitely reviewing two comic studios at once. We wouldn't absolutely think it around here for this one. This is the logo, and this is where the stuff is actually going to be pets. Some any kinds of stuff like items as well. There was mascots around here. Whether they able to be showing up with some spoilers and some helper monsters as well. So let's get right back into this one and for this thing as well. So I've already checked out Monster Go 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 comic studio. We're starting out here as voice actor Keith David. I'm probably pretty sure that includes voice actors that we probably seen this already to do this. Especially there must be one spoiled cookie for around here for other kinds of like anything as well. So starting with this cookie could be absolutely look like this thing as well. So starting with Kate David. This cookie was created with a dough sprinkled with the obsidian and struck 6 times in a row by lightning. Bake as wheat cookie as compared to his sister's Stormbringer cookie. Thunderbolt cookie. Thunderbolt cookie was the verge of dying. However, he soon discovered an abandoned island he made into the capital, and it has been fine ever since. But even for this fact, he was originally a legendary cookie. So, another one could be absolutely for this thing as well. Soul Nexus Cookie was born as a star in space that could be named around here is Corina Boitiger or Boitka for this thing as well, but I cannot believe that is actually for someone's name for around of this voice actor. However, the star burned too much and became the black hole from Save Planet Xylidol, or Xylidol like this planet. She was cast down to Earthbred. She was cast down to Earthbred and in a form of cookie and has learned to control her powers ever since. However, an alternative version of her, Black Hole Cookie, comes out whenever she's angry. She was the parallel to Moonlight Cookies, meaning she can see and shoot nightmares. That sounds like a fun fact to this thing as well, but another one is Bryce Pappenbrook or Bryce Pappenbrook. Neurion Cookie or Neurion Cookie was gifted with a super intelligence from the day he was baked. Because of this, he knew what was going on into the city of wizards. He sealed away parts of history, forbidden knowledge, and other stuff to be rediscovered in the future. If it weren't for him, all of Earthbridge's knowledge and history would be lost forever. He was originally going to be using female pronouns for this thing as well. So we wouldn't actually going to be look like this one anymore. That turns into something else pretty unknown. Another one is Timeliner Cookie as Tim Robinson. Timeliner Cookie gifted with the power to traverse through time. Through that he would bring his knowledge of time to Earthbred. So he created the Time Balance Department. However, he knew he couldn't do it alone, so he created Timekeeper Cookie. However, he soon encountered Twizzly Gummy Cookie. No one knows what happened after that. That says I came up with his story time. Whenever that it sounds like a little bit of fun fact as well. And finally, Erica Lindbeck. Even though this is absolutely for one spoiler for this thing that eventually appeared. So that must be Crystal Empress Cookie. Was once a normal name's gemstone cookie. She was a servant for an unknown king. However, one day, whitelist or whilst making a necklace, she discovered her powers. She underwent a makeover, changed her name, and start ruling an empire until she is the creator of currency crystals. Oh geez, that was everything around here from this thing, of course. But this is absolutely for gacha quotes. But this will be some of the kinds of like this things as well. I wouldn't believe this is eventually going to be look like this. There must be soul stones and icons. There's no backgrounds as well. So anyways, right next to this is Ember Lily. So even though that wasn't going to be for even for this one. So there's nothing everywhere around here from anything around like backgrounds, props, and effects. So it looks like only characters to lives up and stand around here. So let's start around here with Ember Lily Cookie. It was totally could be for 3 cookies are completely females everywhere. Instead of one of these guys as well that we probably never able to be sure. So starting on top is Ember Lily Cookie, and right there in the bottom is Oat Milk Cookie. It's gonna be right next to Lemon Molasses Cookie. She was absolutely even this thing, like a worse thing that I'm probably not gonna be telling this somewhere. So that was everything around here about that. And let's look at the user comics around here for this time as well. So Ember Lily is owned by Fight Sprite, but this could actually going to be only one post that he definitely posted 23 days ago or something as well. This could be the new owner of Ember Lily's comic studio, and it was built by Jolly Sprite. So before we might able to be end of this video, this could be actually gonna take it for too long. Unfortunately, it was being taken down for unknown reasons. Exactly, there must be another one that this comic studio was being discontinued forever. So this is absolutely, but I cannot believe that she was banned forever. That unfortunately, this requested for Unknown Journey to do this as well. Even many more, like for the terrains of CS's comic studio, Jaden's bus, Walton files, and the piano, and some other kinds of sprites like this. So this is definitely not the same as well. But no cookies, but even though there must be for some other kinds like the gambling bus, for like this thing as well. Memes, and even though like many more like Five Nights at Freddy's reference and the cursed piano. That was absolutely a little bit weird. We're not pretty sure that her profile is going to be deleted soon, including for her comic creators. I don't really think that Ember Lily's comic studio is going to be deleted soon. Before we're going to end of this video, I have something for a quick, long posting for a little bit for this time as well. So this could be for a last repost around here from like anything around here for this one, like Charity's Boost. This is the last post that is actually going to be for last 3 days ago. But looks like for her profile is coming to a close. But this is absolutely being for a little bit for one thing, for posting a little bit too much. But this is actually going to get a little bit confused. This could actually going to give herself a warning, but I'm not being sure that she kept on swearing, and it's going to get a little bit for many more of those things as well, like Jolly Sprites as well, even for many more of those things. But even though there is a little bit more that things may absolutely started to get a little bit drama before her account gets deleted, it wasn't going to be for something like this. That username may no longer going to be trying to do this as well. So that her final post isn't going to be getting around here, but I'm not very sure this isn't going to be even positive as well. So here are the last of those few posts as well that says, oh well, I guess everything is officially over now. I can't explain how I actually devastated I am right now. Thank you for everything. It was a fun while at last, or it lasted for even pretty too much. But until things have just gotten anything worse. And then it eventually reposted herself for the last time until she was kicked out for Comic Studio. I'm not sure. She was kicked out from Comic Studio forever, and that was the final. And probably this video could be over 20 minutes or under 25 minutes as well. There's only one post around here for this one because exactly it's going to be only for words that we would not believe, that we wouldn't absolutely just try to find out. So all of these comics are nothing. So this sounds like a bad news as well for this time. But looks like they wouldn't actually going to be like this anymore from anything around of this post. And this isn't going to get through around here, but unfortunately this is absolutely going to get a little bit worse around here because this could actually going to be wishing for their journeys to be discontinued forever. So they're hopefully that her last comic post of this thing could be for the last time that we just already seen this, whenever that it does. But even though there's last Cookie Run comic that eventually posts could be Golden Apple Cookie, which means that was absolutely featured from Minecraft, but I'm not sure because the symbol of apple, of the golden apple for this thing, should actually give you powers to stay strong as well. And that thing brings to the OC named Golden Apple Cookie. But of course, we wouldn't actually going to scroll all the way down into the first comics that they were made, even though there's nothing a little bit inappropriate is going on. Exactly what the comic history is going to be look like. So even though I absolutely seeing this from 2 days ago, or 4 days ago around here for this one, that managed to continue posted around of these things, but unfortunately things may not actually going to be getting all the way up here. So Ember Lily Cookie was actually a female, but even many more characters have going to be all females as well. Pretty though, that was absolutely pretty similar to other kinds like this, cookie runs or like anything was possible, but aren't like one of the Pony Equestria girls for this time as well, because wasn't exactly going to be for just like this. Alright, let's probably go on the end of this video. I added all the characters, and this comic studio was being discontinued forever because the new owner of this Ember Lilies comic studio will be owned by Flight Sprite. But even though I came out that I just added around a background image from Ultrakill, but even though this is absolutely nowhere to be found around here for this one. So the two links are going to be in the description below because these comic creators are underrated as well. I thankfully that the new owner of Scruffiest Comic Studios should be absolutely coming up around here very soon, but unfortunately she wouldn't able to allow it anyway. So thanks for watching, for all your support around here, and this should actually going to be for taking for a little bit too much time. So the two links are going to be in the description below, and you can check it out of this main website and description below that you can browse whenever you want, whenever you do, whenever is well, when you're signed out. If you're signed in, you may absolutely post of one of their comics to do this, but don't do something inappropriately or whenever. No rage baiting, and it was against the rules a little bit for this time. So anyways, that's all about here for today, but don't make fun like anything around here from anybody as well, especially from their rivalries. So I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later.